The studio that made Dandadan just announced a new anime series with the voice of Pomni from Digital Circus, Makima from Chainsaw Man, Leon Kennedy, and me. I am proud to announce that I am the English voice of Saito in The Ghost in the Shell. I'm officially in the cast.
Tony, you think I was gonna do a video hearing about this news when my second favorite anime of all time? So yes, as Tony has stated, he is the official voice of everyone's favorite sharpshooter of Section 9, Saito, in the Studio Science Saru's adaptation of Ghost in the Shell. Congratulations to Tony for this amazing honor, because let me tell you, Saito is my second favorite character in Section 9. The first, of course, being Major, obviously. My favorite episodes, of course, were from, of course, it's a standalone complex. But to get this honor, I can honestly now say Saito's a brother. And I am excited to see what Tony brings to this adaptation, to his voice in this adaptation of Ghost in the Shell with this Section 9's favorite sharpshooter. For those out there who don't know, my favorite episode, of course, being Poker Face from the standalone complex season of series. And that episode, his backstory is pretty much told of how he got to be enlisted in Section 9. He was a freelancer, hitman for hire, who was hired to take out a military tactical team in Japan and stationed in another country. And at the moment of it, he was one-on-one with both Bato and Major, who were both working in that unit. It wasn't until during their standoff that Major saw potential in Saito, in which she enlisted him, gave him an opportunity to use his services for the betterment of the Japanese government. And of course, that's how Saito became part of the team. In the midst of that, Saito loves the Major's mentality and her entire decree and sense of it when it comes to Section 9. And that's what I love about Saito. Saito is a guy who is straight dead on center. He's not one to lollygaggle around or do anything in the human sense of it. That man, when he takes aim, he takes aim. He's one of the most best sharpshooters, enhanced sharpshooters in Section 9. Military, he has such a military background. He's so damn cool, if anything. With the exception, of course, of the Arise version, because I don't know what the hell was that hairdo. And I'm not even going to talk about the American adaptation. We're not going to go there, if anything. So, yeah. But if anything, I'm so happy that my boy Tommy is going to get this amazing honor to play this amazing character with a whole cast of characters in this series. And he's not the only brother that's casted in this series. I also have to give congratulations to Bill Butts, who's going to be taking over the role of Bato in this same variation of Ghost in the Shell, which is kind of cool, because it's another brother that's going to be taking on this role, which he will be replacing the legend Richard Epcar, who is known for playing Bato for more than, 10-15 years of its end, who I also personally know as a voice actor in the sense of it. So shout out to Mr. Epcar. But of course, I also have to talk about the leading role of who is going to be playing our Major. Now, of course, I said in an original video before that I would love to Mary Elizabeth McGowan to come back to take on back the role that has made her well established in voice acting, which is of course Major Motoko Kusanagi. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, but they did get somebody that I think has potential, and it's not a Scarlett Johansson person. I want to give a shout out to Susie Young, as Tony has stated, who will be taking on the role of Major Motoko Kusanagi, and I think she's going to kill it. I think she's absolutely going to kill it. I love this cast. I think this cast is going to be awesome. It's not as original, not as the unique cast that we were known for over the years when it comes to standalone complex, but you know what? I think this variation I will have no problem with. Of course, you can watch Tony's video to go through all the other voice actors, but I wanted to pertain to those three in particular because, well, they're well known for established with their distinct voices. But at the same time, it's better than what we could have had in some other cases, because I'm going to be honest with you. The dub version of Arise, I've personally stated, is not my personal favorite. But this voice cast, I'm very interested to see what happens. At the same time, Tony, I got to give you props, dude, because this is something that you have grown in your career, in your platform to watch. I've seen you growing your platform to getting the opportunity of wanting to do voice acting and doing that, and you've now made it to the biggest status because you're now part of one of the biggest anime franchises known to the world. This anime series franchise is responsible for many of American sci-fi films, from The Matrix to Blade Runner, and you have to understand, with this type of anime comes a big prestigious legacy with it, and now you're part of that legacy. This isn't some one-shot, one little bit anime of a project that you're being involved in, or in that case of it. This is a legacy of a project. And to be a part of that, I don't think you understand how much that means to a lot of anime fans, myself including. I went to see the original animated film when it aired in California years ago. It was one of the first anime films that I saw in theaters. And to know now that you're going to be part of this legacy that's been responsible for my childhood of loving anime, because again, Ghost in the Shell was an anime that I grew up watching, and it was the second favorite anime right after Tenchi Muyo. And I have a connection and personal situation with this anime that grows even further from that with my relationship with my brother who passed away. And now I get to tell his kids, at least his oldest son, when he's in the right age to do so, that an anime that him and his father and I grew up watching is getting another refreshment. I wish my brother was here to enjoy this moment, because I would tell him that an influencer that I highly respect and highly admire and highly appreciate and inspiration for me and many black nerds like myself on this platform alone is going to be part of one of the biggest anime franchises in the world. And you can't tell me that this franchise doesn't mean anything. It's right up there, in my opinion, next to Dragon Ball, Gundam, Inuyasha, and many, many others. So congratulations, Tony, once again. I can't wait to hear your take over the role of everyone's favorite sniper of Section 9. And to the haters out there, if I have to say, who has a problem with this casting, to quote Tony, get some therapy.